Hey everybody, it is Professor Parish and we are on finals week for English 122. It's hard to believe, right? But we are on finals week. So I'm recording this on Friday, actually, a little bit early. So if you've not done the discussion forum, I've went ahead and looked at the ones that have turned in their forum posts already. So if you've turned it in by as of I think noon on Friday so far, I've looked at your paper and given you feedback. Those are due Sunday. Make sure you do them. The earlier you do them, the better, because that means I can check on them and give you feedback earlier. And then your reading response and the MLA is also due by Sunday. So I want to talk about finals week. This week won't technically open up until Sunday, July 24th, because as an institution, we're supposed to open finals week up on the Sunday before finals. So you'll basically have Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. You'll have 5 days to do these assignments for the final of our class. So I want to go through them. There's 4 assignments. And so let's look at the module guide here. Please note that our class ends Thursday, July 28th at 11:59 p.m. That means it's technically midnight, but it's the minute before. There is no late work accepted. Our class will be over and the course will shut down, and I cannot accept late work. So if you try to turn something in Friday, I cannot take it. And I'm sorry, because our grades are due like immediately after finals end. So as soon as the class closes Friday, I'm going to be grading. So please make sure that you have your assignments finished by Thursday night. There is no late work accepted and no exceptions. Not even for technology, not even for anything. So my big rule of thumb is do your work before Thursday. Don't wait until the last minute. Do not procrastinate. You will regret it. So you have 4 things to do: your final exam, your reflection, the reading response, and the final draft. Now, I would do the final exam first, because our textbooks, if you rented a textbook from SIC, those are due back by Thursday. So I would do your final exam first. It's the only thing you really need your textbook for, unless you still have things to cite in your final paper. But go ahead and use your textbook for the final exam. Do that early on this week. Get it done, and that way you can turn your book back in and be done with it. All right? That would be my recommendation. As far as the final exam goes, let me find the final exam go. It's not going to show me on here, but it's basically going to be a set of questions. It's going to cover, and I'll go back to our module here. The final exam is going to cover short story, drama, and poetry. It will not cover MLA. So if you are worried about MLA, it will not be on the final exam. It's just going to cover short story, poetry, and drama, and it's going to cover things we've talked about in the previous exam. So it's all cumulative. It's just taking all those things we've already talked about and just rehashing them to make sure that you know them. But I would save your final exam, do it Monday or Tuesday, and then that way it'll give you a few days to turn the book back in and take it back to the bookstore. Your final reflection is next, and that is this. So we don't get a chance to really do an evaluation of this course, which if we were face-to-face, I'd have you do a course evaluation. So this is kind of in lieu of that. It should be 1 page at the most. It can be less than that, but it should be a brief intro and conclusion. Tell me what your favorite assignment in the class was, any changes you'd like to see moving forward, and then what concepts and skills you'll carry with you from this class to your other courses, or even writing outside of the classroom. So I do take these very seriously, so if you liked the class and you wouldn't change a thing, you can be honest, but if there's something you didn't like, then you can be honest too. Now, I do take these into consideration. I've had students suggest, for example, everything being due on Sunday was a student suggestion, and so I kind of implemented that after a while. I did have a student one semester ask me to not assign papers. Unfortunately, our state rules say for English 122 we have to assign you so many pages of writing. So that's not me, that is the state telling me what I have to teach you. But I try to divvy it out in the best way I can. But if there's something that you genuinely think could be moved around or altered, I would like to know that. Be honest. I mean, you're not going to hurt my feelings. It's constructive criticism. We talked about this with your peer review this past week. Be polite and respectful, but if you have honest feedback, I would greatly appreciate it. So it's due Thursday, but like I said, I would honestly do your final exam and your reflection like 1 day early on, because you could probably get both done in like a day. And both done in like an hour, really. It's not going to be that hard. So I would get those 2 out of the way. Then there is your reading response. This is our final reading response. It is going to be talking about a few different things in this paper, and I have the video link right here. And so in the video, it's going to ask you for your opinion of Lindsay's essay. What is she trying to get across? Do you agree with her? Is it okay to change our opinions of authors and books over time? Explain your answer. And then, would this video work as a version of our final paper? Why or why not? Now, I am going to go ahead and edit this because that says Wednesday and I should say Thursday is when it's due. So I'm going to alter that. There we go. So yeah, that is our reading response on there, and you can save that. Upload that anytime Thursday, but it should be a pretty easy reading response. I didn't want to assign it last week because I wanted to give you some more time to work on your paper for the draft, so I didn't assign it on top of it, so it is assigned here in finals week. But it's just 3 pretty easy questions. The video is about 10 to 13 minutes long. Shouldn't be crazy to do. So that leaves us with your final paper. Now, it is due Thursday. You can turn it in as a Word document, a doc, a file, a rich text format, or a PDF. No other formats are accepted for a grade. The draft is just due Thursday. So, any draft that is not submitted on time will receive a 0. And there's no chance for revision with this paper because it is our last paper. So, it's worth 200 points. Please turn something in. I have a lot of students that they don't turn in the final paper, and it really hurts their grade. Like, it's 200 points. You don't think it's a lot, but it's like a good 10% of our class. It's a pretty big chunk. So I wouldn't, make sure you turn something in. Even if it's not complete, if your paper's not done, turn in whatever you have finished and at least get some points. I have had a lot of students not turn this paper in on time, and then they email me like Friday afternoon being like, will you still take it? And I'm like, I can't, because our college policy is to shut down on Thursday night. So that's not me, that is a college policy. So I cannot, our class is completely shut down Thursday at 11:59. So make sure, don't wait around on these assignments. They're not hard, they just will take a little bit of time to do. Don't wait until the last minute. So I will not be in my office on July 26th on Tuesday. I'll be out, but I will be in my office on Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So if you have any questions or need to see me face to face, I'll be here Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday. But otherwise, I can't believe we're at the end of finals week. It's so crazy. You all have been an amazing group of students this summer. It's gone by so fast. I hate it. I wish we had more weeks together. I wish it was the full semester because those are always fun. We get double the amount of time to write and talk with one another. But you all have been amazing students, really on the ball, and I cannot complain about any of you. So I hope you've enjoyed this class. I wish we could do more. I wish we had the time, but I am looking forward to reading all of your final papers. All of the topics have been very exciting. There's a couple topics that no students ever wrote about before, and I'm really, really intrigued by it. So I'm looking forward to reading your final papers, giving you guys a little bit of last minute feedback, and then I hope that you all do well on all of your finals this summer and have a wonderful rest of your summer. And hopefully, if I see you around the college at SIC, or just feel free to say hi. So, in any case, I hope you all have a wonderful week. Please stay safe, take care, and I look forward to seeing all of your work this finals week for English 122. Bye!